Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is all about how to make this adorable bumblebee amigurumi. Works great as a toy but also as a keychain. So yeah, let's just get started with the video. You're going to start off by making a magic ring. Then you're going to single crochet inside the magic ring. So you're going to insert your hook into the magic ring, yarn over and pull it through. With 2 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull it through both of those loops. So that's your first single crochet. You're going to be making a total of 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. Once you're done, you're going to pull on the tail of your magic ring to close it. The bumblebee is worked in continuous rounds, so you're going to move on to round 2 directly without connecting the rounds. In round 2, you're going to be increasing all around. So in each stitch, you're going to be doing 2 single crochets. So that's your first single crochet into that first stitch, and then into that same stitch you're going to be doing a second single crochet. So that is your first increase. Now moving on to the second stitch, again you're going to be doing 2 single crochets into that same stitch. After you increase all around, by the end of round 2, you should have a total of 12 stitches. Moving on to round 3. You're going to start by doing 1 single crochet into that first stitch. Then you're going to be increasing into that second stitch. So 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. And then you're going to repeat this pattern all around of doing 1 single crochet followed by an increase, and by the end of round 3 you should have a total of 18 stitches. By round 4 we're done with the increases. So we're just going to be single crocheting all around, and by the end of the round you should have a total of 18 stitches. You can also add a stitch marker at the beginning of your round just to keep track of the first stitch and you don't lose count. Now that round 4 is done, we're actually going to be doing our first color change from yellow to black. There are 2 ways to change color. You can see that one is kind of obvious where the color change is, but this is the most basic method. And then here is a second method where the place where you did the color change is not as obvious. I'm going to be showing you both methods in this video, and then you can go with whatever method that works for you. So first, let's try the basic color change method. As you're finishing up round 4, you're actually going to be doing the color change in the last stitch of that round. You're going to be changing color in the last stitch. So start off as a normal single crochet, and then before yarning over and pulling the yarn through those 2 loops, you're going to drop your yellow yarn and then grab your black yarn and pull the black yarn through those 2 loops. And with that, the color change is done. And you can start off with round 5. You're going to single crochet all around, and here I'm just single crocheting on top of the tail of the black yarn just to weave it in as I single crochet all around. Whereas the rest of your yellow yarn, you're not going to cut it, you want to keep it because you're going to be using it for the next color change at the end of round 5. I'm going to finish up round 5 and show you what that will look like. At the end of round 5, you're going to be doing another color change, but this time from black to yellow. So as you're doing that last single crochet, you're going to drop the black yarn, grab the yellow yarn, and then you're ready to start round 6. And then again, you're not going to cut the remainder of the black yarn, you're going to be using it for another color change later on. So this is the first method. It's fast and simple, but you can see where the color change happened. Now for the second method, we're going to be doing the invisible stitch to do the color change. To do that, as you're finishing up round 4, once you're done with all 18 stitches, you're going to cut your yarn and then you're going to pull it all the way through. And then you're going to grab your needle and thread your yarn into the needle. You're going to close the round. So you're going to skip that first stitch and then into that second stitch from the round, you're going to insert your needle from the back towards the front. And then you're gonna pull it all the way through. Then you're going to go into that last stitch from round 4 and then you're going to insert your needle into the center towards the back. This will create an invisible stitch on top of the first stitch from round 4. So the total stitches for round 4 will continue to be 18. Then you're going to weave in your yarn on the inside to secure it. To attach the black yarn, you're going to insert your hook into any stitch, grab your black yarn and pull it through the loop. And then you're going to chain 1 before starting with the next round. For round 5, you're going to be single crocheting all around, starting from that first stitch where you did the chain 1, and then by the end of round 5, you should have a total of 18 stitches. I'm also here single crocheting on top of the tail of the black yarn just to weave it in a bit while I crochet to secure it. At the end of round 5, we're going to be doing another color change from black to yellow. Moving forward with this tutorial, I'm going to be using the invisible stitch method. So this is just me here doing it again. Before moving forward with the bumblebee, this would be the perfect time to add your safety eyes. You're going to add the eyes on the second round of the bumblebee. And here I'm just adding the safety thing on the back to secure the eye. To add your second eye, you're going to count 3 stitches and then insert the eye. Now that the eyes are in place and secure, we can move on to the next round. You're going to add your yellow yarn, so just pull it through any stitch and chain 1. For round 6, you're going to be single crocheting all around, and by the end of this round, you should have a total of 18 stitches. At the end of round 6, we're going to be changing color from yellow to black. This is me doing the invisible stitch, but again, you can use any method you like. For round 7, you're going to be single crocheting all around, and by the end you should have a total of 18 stitches. At the end of the round, we're going to be doing another color change from black to yellow. For round 8, you're going to be single crocheting all around, and by the end you should have a total of 18 stitches. In round 9, we're going to start decreasing. So we're going to start by doing a single crochet into that first stitch, and then into the next 2 stitches we're going to be decreasing. To do that, you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then you're going to stop there and then go into that second stitch, yarn over and pull through. With the 3 loops on your hook, you're going to yarn over and pull through all of them. So by turning 2 stitches into 1 stitch, that is your decrease. And now you're going to repeat this pattern all around of doing a single crochet followed by a decrease all around, and by the end of round 9 you should have a total of 12 stitches. At the end of round 9, we're going to be doing our last color change from yellow to black. Before doing the final round, you're going to now add your stuffing. Once you're happy with the amount of stuffing, you're going to start with round 10. In round 10, you're going to be decreasing all around, and by the end of this round, you should have a total of 6 stitches. To finish off, you're going to cut your yarn and pull it all the way through. You're going to use the needle to close the V. Here you can add a bit more stuffing before completely finishing off. Using your needle and the tail of your yarn, you're going to close the bumblebee by going through every stitch from the center towards the outside. You're going to repeat that all around for a total of 6 times. Once you're done, you're just going to pull on the tail of your yarn and it will tighten and close shut. Then you're just going to weave in the yarn a bit. You can even tie a knot while weaving it in just to secure it, and then cut any excess yarn left. And with that, the bumblebee is done, and we can move on to making the wings. For the wings, you're going to use your white yarn and start off with a magic ring. And then you're going to be doing 6 single crochets inside the magic ring. Then you're going to pull on the tail of your magic ring to close it, and then you're going to be slip stitching into the first stitch to close the round. So you're just going to insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull it all the way through. And then to finish off, you're going to cut your yarn and pull it all the way through. You want to leave a long tail because you're going to be using it to stitch the wing to the bumblebee. You're going to be making a total of 2 wings. You're going to stitch the wings in the center of round 6, so you're just going to locate whatever stitch that seems to be between the 2 eyes of round 6, and you're going to stitch the wings on both sides of that stitch. To stitch the wing to the bumblebee, you're going to use your needle and the tail of your yarn. You're gonna go into the bee and then back into the wing a few times, just enough so that the wing is secured. Once you're done, you're going to weave in the yarn a few times to secure it before cutting any excess yarn left. After you're done stitching the first wing, you're going to stitch the second wing on the opposite side of that stitch. And that's pretty much it for the bee. If you want, you can also add those blush on the cheeks using a piece of pink yarn. You're just going to add a knot at the end, and then using your needle, you're going to insert the yarn into your bee, and then you're going to stitch the cheeks below the eyes. Once you're done, you're just going to weave in your ends and cut any excess yarn left. And with that, the bumblebee is done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!